Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We're located in Frederick, Colorado. That's about a half an hour north of Denver. We're just right off of I-25. Today, we're going to take a look at one of the used haulers that we have on the lot. This is a 2016 Freightliner M2 106. This truck has just a little bit over 3,000 miles on it, so obviously it hasn't been used much. So today we're going to start by looking at exactly what you're going to see when you're sitting in the driver's seat and kind of go over some things. So once we get in, the first thing we notice, guys, is how much visibility we have. I mean, look at the size of the windshield. That's roughly 2,500 square inches of glass. So that makes visibility extremely good. Now, the backup camera is located right here. So once we're in this seat, all we have to do is look straight up and we can see that camera there. Now, a lot of my clients just go on ahead and leave that on all the time. And the reason for that is so you can kind of see what's coming up beside you as well. The air horn located right here. Now, as we come on down and take a look at the dash, some things that we're going to notice and go over. The gauges are pretty self-explanatory, and we've kind of gone over those a lot in the past. Air pressure gauge located right over here. Now, the way we adjust our steering wheel, there's a little pedal right down there, which allows us to adjust that. On the side, on the left side is cruise control. In addition, we can brighten or dim the light on the dash that sees the gauges. As we pan over to the right, this is our marker lights right here. There is an extra option button located here. Now here is where we basically drive the truck. R for reverse, N for neutral, or D for drive. Now there's a couple of things we can tell what's going on under the hood from the dash. These two buttons here, press them together. Transmission oil level, okay. Oil life is okay. Filters are all good. Transmission health looks good. There are no codes right now. And back to that. So that's a couple of things you can check out basically while you're driving simply by pressing those two buttons. As we come on over, here's for the windows. Mirror heater right here. This is the engine brake. That's an important one for us. We're right next to the Rocky Mountains, so if we're on a steep decline, we're going to want to hit that engine brake. So that affects all 6 cylinders of the engine. So when you're going downhill, you actually have 320 horsepower coming back at you. So you talk about a huge safety advantage over a traditional pickup truck. Right there is one of the main reasons. This is the dump valve that dumps the air out of the bed of the truck. An example of when you would use that is when you go to hook up the trailer. If you wanted to let all the air out back underneath there and put it all back in, it simply hooks the trailer up that way. This is the regen button. Chances are we're never ever going to use that. These trucks are designed to kind of go coast to coast, border to border, long hauls, things like that. Now if somebody, say downtown LA or New York, driving through that kind of traffic where that exhaust builds up, yeah, then you're going to want to regen that to clean your system out. But other than that, it's going to do it automatically for you as you're in your travels. This is the fan. This kicks cool or hot air into the back. As we come on down, climate control located right here. This is our trailer brake. And just the general console. There's the headphones for the DVD player, manuals, things of that nature. Now, for on the passenger seat, on the side is where you would hit heated or vented seats. Right here. This adjusts the amount of air you want in the back of the seat for the lumbar. And DVD located right there, right here. So let's go ahead and jump out and take a look at the outside. Okay, as we get a side view picture of it, this truck is metallic brown, so you can actually see a couple, or you can see the gold specks in the paint as well. So that just kind of dresses the truck up and makes it look that much nicer. On the tires, just like all Summit haulers, it comes with tire balancers located right there. Now that's an additional little drum that has BBs in it and some hydraulic oil. So as you gain speed and as you pick up momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass from the tire to the rim to the hub. All of that is balanced. So that does a couple of things. It's safer since everything's balanced. It gives us a more comfortable ride. And in addition to that, it will prolong tire life up to 40%. One of the fuel tanks here, the other one on the other side. This particular truck, each one of them has 80 gallons, so there's 160 gallons of fuel for this truck. The batteries are located underneath here. I'll show you later on in the video where we would jump start the truck, but the batteries are located right there. When we take a look at the back seat, this does make down into a bed. Simply pushing a button and just hit the other way to go right back up again. The truck has a large amount of storage capacity. We'll take a look at the front one, and we will also see a hookup for an air hose if we find ourselves in a situation where we need that. The top of the truck is lined to help the longevity of the truck. We look into the smaller storage component. There's still a lot of room in there. When we take a look at the bed of the truck, one thing different that Summit hauler conversions have over the competition is this is aluminum. This isn't steel. So as time goes on, it's going to look very similar to what it does today. That's not going to rust out. As you see, it has the gooseneck ball in it. Safety chains aren't hooked up because we're simply hooking up the trailer for video purposes. We actually hook up the lights to the trailer right there. Lately, I've had some people ask if these can be used for a bumper pull. They sure can. Right underneath this plate here is the hitch for a bumper pull trailer. As we take a look at this side, as you can imagine, with the truck only having 3,000 miles on it, there isn't a scratch, anything like that on it. The truck does have steps here and on the other side to help us get up and in. A look here at this storage component. Gives us a lot of room. Right here is the depth tank. That holds up to 6 gallons. So recent data is showing they're getting about 325 miles per 1 gallon of depth. An inside look at the passenger seat. Again, you'll notice how much room it has, and underneath here gives us access to the cab air filter. Now let's take a look underneath the hood. That is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 350 horsepower, 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. So a couple of things to notice from this view. Wherever we see red, that stuff basically you and I don't want to mess with. That's red for a reason. Let the Freightliner mechanics get into stuff like that. But things we can do, I mean, here's the air filter, washer fluids right here, antifreeze right here. Now this item right here, that's called the air dryer. So it's really not a huge deal for this part of the country, but you boys down south, where there's a lot of humidity and things like that, that's going to dry the air before it ever hits the truck. So that will really prolong longevity as well. And when we close the hood, notice it doesn't slam. You have to push it down. Right there is the latch. So now we'll take a look directly in front of the truck. Okay, we see the Freightliner logo right here. Now there is a camera directly in front of the truck on this one. In addition, tow hooks there and there. This is stock number 5U210516. In addition to selling trucks here at Transwest, we purchase them as well. So if you have a pickup or a hauler similar to this that you're trying to get rid of, feel free to give me a call and we'll see what we can do for you. If you have any questions about this truck or anything on the lot, please feel free to give me a call. Again, my name is Larry Vickers. The cell phone number, 970-370-4067. The work extension, 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.